All right, good morning, folks. Ethan Steeper here with Steeper Weather Forecasting. We're going to do a quick video update on kind of what is in store for us the next couple days as we look at this first chance of some real snowfall potential in the area. So let's start with what we know right now. Timing right now looks to be from about 7 p.m. tonight till about 12 a.m. on Saturday. So that's kind of our main window. Biggest time for precip right now looks to be most of the day later on Thursday night into Friday. So that looks to be the heaviest chance of precip there. Some rain and snow are possible in this. Temperatures are going to be crucial when we talk about whether it will be rain or snow or how much snow we end up getting. So we'll talk about that here in just a second. And then some light accumulations are possible. So let's dive right into the data. We're going to pick this up. This is the 3 kilometer NAM model. This is one of the American models, and it's more of a high-res model, so we can see more in-depth what future radar could look like. We're going to pick this up at 7 p.m. tonight. Notice there's some rain just off to our west. I believe this will start as rain tonight. You see the low pressure right now is currently located right about here in southeast Missouri. This is the same system that brought all the blizzard conditions out into eastern Colorado and western Nebraska, northern Kansas, stuff like that. So this is the remnants of this system, and it's going to get some more. You're going to get a little bit more energy as it moves through our area after it weakened as it crossed the plains. So notice we start with rain. Rain sticks around through the area. This is 1 a.m. Tomorrow morning. Some snowfall is possible maybe south of that US 50 corridor. As we go further through the day on Thursday, notice most of the day's quiet. Maybe a couple flurries around there, but nothing crazy. More snow picks up as the low pressure. Notice that low now has moved from southern Missouri up into northern Indiana. There's that low pressure sitting right now. This is almost midnight on Friday. This is 11 p.m. Thursday night. Notice there's a big swath of snow in central Illinois that will work its way towards us as we go throughout the day on Friday. Notice there is 7 a.m. Friday morning, maybe a lot of snow or a lot of snow showers across the area. And as we go throughout the day on Friday, it starts to weaken as it goes on. Now, as I said before, temperatures are crucial for this event. So let's pick this up. This just shows kind of what forecast temperatures will be for the same model. Notice we start out tonight right around that 40-degree mark, and as we go further on during the duration of the event, there's most of the day on Thursday. Looks like highs will be in about the mid-30s or so for your day on Thursday, maybe upper 30s for some. As we go Thursday night and on into Friday, however, temperatures get down right around that freezing mark, maybe a degree or two above, and that's what will drive that snowfall accumulation, or not accumulation per se, but it'll drive that snowfall creation and leave us with more of a snowfall event over a rain event. Here's a different picture. This is another high-res American model, and it paints a different story. We're going to pick this up at, back up just a touch, we're going to pick this up at 7 p.m. tonight as well. Notice it also starts off with some rain in our southern counties. As we go further along into the nighttime, notice it sticks with that rain picture. But as we go later on into the day on Thursday and then into Thursday night, it keeps us mainly with a rain event and maybe a little bit of snow on the backside of it as it wraps around. Main reasoning for that, let's look at the temperature profile with this model. Notice it keeps us around 40 degrees again for the start of the event tonight, around 7 o'clock. But as we go on throughout the nighttime and into the daytime, tomorrow and Thursday and then Thursday night, we really don't change a whole lot for temperatures. We stay right around 40 degrees. So, if this model pans out, I think we stay primarily rain, and it will keep those snowfall totals down drastically. I'll show you those snowfall totals here in just a second. But notice it gets a little bit colder on the back side of the system, but it does not get near as cold as this other model that we were talking about earlier, this NAM, 3 kilometer NAM model. It keeps us a little bit cooler. So temperatures are going to play a crucial role here with this event. And we'll see that in the snowfall totals. So these snowfall totals, again, take them with a grain of salt. Data is still coming in. We'll have a better picture, especially as we go through the nighttime hours tonight and on into the day tomorrow. But let's talk a little bit of snowfall projections here. I've got 4 different models pulled up, plus the National Weather Service, so we can kind of compare and see what all the different forecast models are thinking. First up, this is the 3 kilometer NAM. This is the first forecast model that I showed you a little bit earlier. Notice it keeps about an inch or 2 across the area for most of us, maybe a couple pockets of 3 inches or more around the area. Next one up, this is the HRRR, and notice this was the rain event one. It keeps those snowfall totals significantly lower, maybe a half an inch for some of us along that Illinois 130 corridor, but not a lot for the rest of us. 2 other models worth talking about. These were the temperature models that I showed yesterday evening in my Facebook post. This is the Canadian model, and notice it's a little bit more bullish with the snowfall totals. 2 inches are pretty well common across most of the area. We could see some heavier pockets. I don't think anyone's going to see anything higher than 3 inches across the area, just because the ground temperatures are really warm and it's going to be pretty hard for that snow to stick, and the atmosphere just isn't quite prepped yet for that heavy of snowfall totals. Last one up, this is the Euro model. Notice it paints pretty well the same picture as the first snowfall total map I showed you. About 2 inches, pretty common across the area. Just one more for us. Let's look at the National Weather Service. This doesn't quite go out through the duration of the event yet, but notice it's saying pretty well the same picture. Trace to 1 inch amounts are possible across most of the area, with maybe a 2 inch amount as we get closer to that Mattoon, Charleston area. So what do I think? I think the HRRR is probably underdoing it just a little bit. I think the temperatures will get cold enough to where we could see some snow. I don't think it's going to be quite as much as the Canadian model is projecting. I don't think we're going to see 2 to 3 inch amounts widespread across the area. I think probably what this event will be is we could see around an inch, maybe an inch and a half of snow around the area. Some places, if it gets cold enough and the atmospheric conditions set up right, they could see, maybe 2 to 3 inches of snow out of this. But I think generally across the board, looking at trace amounts to maybe an inch, inch and a half at most. So that's where we're at right now. If things change, I will make sure to let you know. Watch the Facebook page. If things warrant another video, I will get another video out. So for Steve Weather Forecasting,